The COVID-19 pandemic has affected the world in many ways, and one significant change has been the increase in production and use of personal protective equipment, PPE, in particular disposable face masks. While the use of this form of PPE provides important protection against COVID-19 virus, the way that these items have been disposed of has caused a significant increase in plastic pollution, which has been most notable in the oceans and waterways. The increase was brought to the world's attention following OceanAsia's visit to the remote beaches in the Soko Islands in Hong Kong in late February 2020. And since this initial discovery, teams from OceanAsia have found dozens of masks washed up on this beach and others around Hong Kong with every subsequent visit. While this problem was first noticed in Hong Kong, it's an international issue, and divers found face masks and gloves on seabeds whilst they were on cleanups in the Côte d'Azur in France. And over 300 gloves and masks were found and photographed by a British photographer in Southampton. It's not hard to find masks littering the streets in most of our major cities. And more stories keep coming out regarding PPE littering across the globe. The increased littering of PPE has revealed weaknesses in the waste management systems and people's failure to dispose of their PPE responsibly. Research by OceanAsia estimated that 1.56 billion face masks entered our oceans in 2020 alone. However, these face masks are part of much of the bigger problem and ultimately represent the tip of the iceberg in our plastic pollution flooding our oceans. While plastic pollution in the form of face masks is highly visible and has exploded as a result of the dramatic increase in the use of PPE during this pandemic, marine plastic pollution is not new. Instead, plastic pollution has been contaminating our environment for decades. Plastic pollution poses a serious threat to marine wildlife and ecosystems, and it will not go away on its own. Unless we take action, plastic will continue to fill all of our oceans and our waterways, and will do so in an increasingly fast pace. Here, members of OceanAsia's research team will provide an overview of the scale, source and negative impacts of marine pollution, with a particular focus caused by the increased use of PPE over COVID-19. We will discuss the impacts that marine plastic